can't get it loose. It's grown into the
Well, here, let me pop it with the paddle.
No, no, no. I don't want to beat on this rust. It'll break. There we go.
Success.
All right. Let's just paddle around and see if we can see a fish.
This is bigger than 2 acres, isn't it?
I think so. I don't know. I think they told me it's like 2.5 maybe. This was a very low area, but it was used as a pasture. He kept his mules out here. Old Mr. Reed with the farm. This was a kind of wet, mucky, and there were some springs running through it that had been ditched out. And the mules were down in here when we first came. And Grandpa said, oh, that would be a good place to have a lake. And then he paid somebody. The dam actually goes from right in front of you, down at the end of the driveway. That's where the dam starts, looking straight down there. I'm going to aim you straight at it.
So this is called the CaBaViRo.
That was a joke. Nobody ever really referred to it.
Well, I'm calling it the CaBaViRo because it's not Turtle Pond, right?
CaBaViRo Lake.
The CaBaViRo Lake.
Okay, look straight ahead of you. You see that's the gate down there? Straight ahead? Where we came in?
Yeah.
Okay, that's where the dam starts. It goes all the way around. I got to cut some of these trees down. They're getting so big. This is all dam that was man-made. All the way around. All the way around.
Bracken fern. Some maple.
This is all dam. All the way around. Look it. They made fun of Grandpa. That's all dam, man-made in front of you. Where you're videoing, keep going around. I'm turning you around. That's all dam. We're still going around. It's dam all the way to those trees right in front of you now. All that. 3/4 of this lake is held up by a man-made dam. And the man who did it was Charlie McDowell. And Charlie made fun of Grandpa, who said he'd never seen a lake built someplace where you had to close it in 3/4 of the way around.
Now, when you say a dam, it's dammed up with
dirt,
with organic material.
It's an earthen dam all the way around to hold the water.
Well, good for him.
Yeah, we're going to go up and see where the creek feeds it. See where that wet green grass is straight ahead of you?
Yes. Do you want me to be paddling, or you got this?
I'm doing it. That's where the creek comes in, from way up the top of Rattlesnake Mountain.
Oh, that's Rattlesnake Mountain?
That's Rattlesnake.
Oh my goodness, now that's a view right there.
Yeah, I wish it were sunnier and blue sky, but it'd be glaring then. The reason it's so silted in is all the dirt from the side of that mountain. Every time there's a heavy rain or a flash flood or a darn hurricane, it carries it down the mountain. And this is the catch basin. So it's very shallow now compared to how it started.
Well, like right now, if I were to put my paddle down, how deep would I hit the bottom?
Yeah. You touch the mud?
Not yet.
Well, I can.
You got to go slow.
This is a little deeper right here. Now you see where all that grass is? I have Canadian geese and ducks and things that come in the fall and spring, and they stay over here like a motel stop. They love.
See, that looks like American pokeweed. I don't know what that is.
See, I'm having trouble with the name. That's not the ironweed. The ironweed is purple.
So this is where it's runoff, basically.
This is where it comes down the mountain and fills the lake with rainwater and brings the mud. Oh, look what's in front of you. That's elderberries. See the elderberries?
I eat elderberries, yeah. I've eaten many times elderberries.
I make elderberry jelly. That is the best jelly in the world.
The ones with the white flowers.
No, the ones with the red berries right in front of you.
Oh, the elderberry we have has white flowers on it
Well, the
in
white
Florida.
flowers are gone now. It's berries. See the berries?
Well, let's go get some. Let's go
No,
get
they're
some.
not. You don't take them till they're purple black. They're not ripe. They're not ripe yet.
I'm pretty sure the elderberry in Florida is white.
The flower is white. The berries are dark, almost black.
Right.
Those are half ripened. They will be almost black purple black when they're
ripe. Right. In Florida, same thing. They're purple.
Right.
Maroon.
Now that's ironweed. See that dark, see the bright purple to your left? Left, left, left. See that purple? That's ironweed.
That one?
Yeah. The ones over to your right, that clump next to the
elderberry?
That's ironweed. Bright purple. I used to keep the weeds down, and the dam of the lake was just like you know, lawn. You could walk around it all the way around.
When did he put this in the 80s or 60s?
62.
62.
62
Wow.
or 63. The lake wasn't here the first year, but it was here by 64 because we came up, Grandpa brought his swimming pool, and he was so excited about the lake. He says, let's go swimming. And my dad was laughing. Being from Florida, my dad knew the spring water up here coming down this mountain was going to be ice cold. And Dad came down and put a thermometer in the water and left it there. And he knew the water was only 55 degrees. But he didn't tell Grandpa.
And Grandpa, Fred was born in Florida too, right? Or was
Pensacola.
Pensacola?
So Grandpa says, let's go swimming, and Kathy and I go, okay, yeah, we get on our suits. We walk all the way around to the side where the drain pipe is, because that's the deepest without any muck. It's more solid ground. And Grandpa climbs down that bank, goes in that water. It's a wonder he didn't have a heart attack and die right there. He splashes his shoulders and goes, wonderful, wonderful. And Kathy and I jump in, hit the water, can't breathe. He's standing there up to his waist going, wonderful, wonderful, and right back out. He wasn't in the water 60 seconds. And that was the only swimming he ever did in the lake. Wonderful, wonderful.
I'd love to see some fish.
If the sun was out and I stand up in the canoe with my Polaroids on to cut the glare, I would just do this, Nancy. I would just paddle around like this with my Polaroids
Now
on.
you just be careful. I got a $800 phone in my hand.
Then hang on to it. I would paddle like this and I would see the fish. There's a bed right there.
Right where?
That's a
Oh, little nest. Oh, I see it. Yep, little
Now,
nest.
They're off of that nest now.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. The cichlids in Lee County, like in the canal at Manatee Park, you can see all the cichlids nesting in there.
Well, they're over here because they're trying to find a place with a sandy bottom. It's just too much muck in here. It's very hard for them to nest.
So it must have been a hell of a job to dig this out. I mean, what the heck? He must have had a lot of...
He used a big bulldozer, and it was so wet in the middle from the springs and the runoff that the bulldozer got stuck. And the bulldozer sat in here for a couple of months. They didn't do anything. Put that away.
She's standing up,
Stop.
paddling.
I want you to go.
You know what this means?
What?
That I really trust you. We are, just for the record, we're in a canoe, not a kayak.
Okay, see
And
the bed? Look at the sand right over there.
oh yeah.
There's a fish. He's going over the bed. He went right over the bed. It's a bass. Oh, it's about 12 inches long.
Oh, I see him. Oh my gosh, I see him.
You see him?
Yeah.
They don't want you around the bed. They may come back. There's some kind of debris here.
Is he still sitting there, or am I looking at something?
No, he moved back this way. And I figured if I get him to swim back, you'll
Well,
see.
my eyes aren't that good. I don't think I saw him then.
Well, he's about a foot long, so that means the poachers didn't get him. When I paddled out here every day, they followed me around like they were pets. They'd swim on both sides of the canoe. And if I jumped in to go swimming, they'd just swim around me. And I figured that was a bad idea because if I found a grasshopper or a cricket, I'd throw it to them. So every time somebody came up to the dam of the lake to try to go fishing, they'd swim right up to them and go, feed me.
So like I said, I really trust Barb because we are not in a kayak. I'm about probably 18 inches, 20 inches
Nah.
above the water line, which means my center of gravity and her center of gravity is much higher.
We're okay.
Which means it's easier to tip.
I've never tipped this canoe.
That's good to know.
Ever.
So we're gonna go here to see the waterfall?
That's the creek that goes underneath my driveway. It comes from the spring right in the yard. It springs up right in the yard. And it comes out in this corner. So it'll be cold, clear water up here. And very often I find if they're baby fish, you'll find them right in this corner. I was going to build a boathouse out here. And I had a floating dock. And
Really?
that's the styrofoam from the floating dock. That's where the creek comes down. And that used to be all cleared too. You see how lazy I become? I just don't have enough time. Or possibly energy.
Is that rhododendron there?
Yeah. Beavers come up here because there's an apple tree.
Oh.
The beavers beat out a trail.
Well, what is that the bees are on, that white one? That looks Queen's Anne lace.
It's either the Queen Anne's or it's the one that's like poison hemlock.
Oh, right.
I don't know. We got to figure out which
Queen
one.
Anne's lace has the fuzzy little things on them. Poison hemlock doesn't.
Okay, this is poison hemlock.
It is?
Yeah, it doesn't have any.
Well, don't touch it. I need a ride to South Carolina.
Oh, something's out in the middle of the lake. See the splash?
Yep.
It's a dang turtle.
You think?
Yep, snapping turtle.
I mean, obviously there's enough wildlife to have an ecosystem here if you've got fish and turtles, so you've got...
But I don't have enough fish because they don't grow fast enough in this cold water. I can steal them before they can breed, and there's too much mud. It's not, now I want you to keep still. There might be fish because there's sandy places over here. Look out in front. See the sand?
I'd see their nests.
There's a log there. If they nest, it'll be on this side of the
Remember,
floor.
my eyes aren't that good.
And you have to have on Polaroid lenses. Then you can see.
Oh, hold on.
You got Polaroids? I didn't bring mine.
I don't know if these are Polaroids or not. I think they are.
Oh, the beavers have been digging here. They've been digging up roots.
I got a voicemail from Kevin.
Beavers have been in here. There's been muck dug out around these roots.
I can see that.
Yep. The only good beaver is a dead beaver.
I love your dad beaver story. I mean, you cannot top that.
Well, he wouldn't.
It's like one of those stories you pass down generationally.
He would not appreciate it being passed down.
Well,
because he felt really.
I feel like I'm in Canada. Got some maple leaves next to me.
Yep, those are.
So you got to teach me tomorrow when I greet my brother. I'm from North Carolina. You won't take me down to Florida? What is that? A stump?
Yeah.
I'm from North Carolina. I got me some catfish. And I came out here on this lake.
There's no catfish.
The CaBaViRo lake, and I pushed Barbara Miller to get out here.
You know, I just don't have the money to try to fix everything here that needs fixing.
What plant is this?
That's mountain laurel.
Mountain laurel.
See how heavy the bloom was?
Yeah.
That's all after the bloom there. That's where the flowers fell off.
Man, I could come up here every now and then to visit you if you'd have me.
But you know what? Next time I make you work.
Right.
Okay.
Well, next time I might give Jabbo a call.
Oh my gosh, don't let me forget that. Please.
It was, listen, you'd been talking about Jabbo, and so on the video, you're going, oh my God, I can't believe. And I said, I paid a guy named Zabo,
To do all the money.
Zabo, so I didn't have to work.
Hey, you want to pay him, it's good. I think I need to owe him at least $300 for this month. of the bass that I've seen, unfortunately, are down here right by the road. So everybody who pulls in and whoa, you hear that splash?
I thought that was your paddle.
No, no. That might have been a beaver flapping their tail there.
I think beavers would make a louder noise than that.
Well, we have baby beavers.
I mean, a bunch of otters. I was over at Manatee Park behind the ethnobotany trail, and there's like a small little, at a high tide, it's like a little, I don't know, waterway, and these otters just, the three of them jumped, and my God,
Well,
it was like a cannonball.
No, I hope it's not otters. They'll clear this place of fish in no time. I'm looking to see if there's any fish under the debris here.
Ooh,
Look, what was that?
some kind of fish under the debris.
I think it was a bass. I don't want otters. They're like
I wish I had my camera right on it.
Otters eat their weight in fish every day. This place will be cleaned out in a couple days. Okay, so maybe we've got 2 bass. 3.
Well, hopefully you got at least 2, a male and a female.
All right.
That was pretty interesting, that fellow from, where was he from? The Mississippi Delta? Telling us how he got the eggs. He gets the eggs from the female.
This is pollen and stuff floating, so that means we can't see if the.
Oh, you got a little carpet of algae going on over there.
Well, it's because if it stops raining in August, the temperature of the water goes up because it's too shallow now, and it's a black mucky bottom.
So you don't think if we paddle over there we'd get any activity?
No, we wouldn't see them because the breeze has taken all the stuff down to that corner. Pond heats up now because it's shallow and the muck on the bottom is black. It's solar heat.
Well, it's pretty deep right here. My paddle isn't touching.
It's 4 or 5 feet deep, but it's not 10 or 12 anymore. All right, I'm going to take you over here and show you what a live beaver will do. I'm sure you know they kill all the trees around the lake. They dig into the... Now, remember...
Ah, you're leaning.
Remember, this is the dam that's holding the water in, and the beavers are tunneling into it. You see that in front of you?
Yeah.
They're tunneling into the dam, and they bring that is a poplar, yellow poplar. So that tree in front is going to die, and then it'll fall in the lake.
Well, that's a maple right there, isn't it? No, it's a yellow poplar.
Yellow poplar. It has flowers on it. Look very much like the one down there on the key, you know, the hibiscus looking one.
Oh, right.
They call them tulip poplars, but they're yellow poplar. So when you get your chainsaw running and you come back, you can help me cut some of these trees down before they get any bigger. So
Well, the chainsaw that I have, I prefer Echo saws
yeah,
or Stihl.
yeah,
The chainsaw I have is a Husqvarna,
yeah.
and the thing weighs about 50 pounds.
Oh,
Her
my
father
Echo.
sent it to us, like as a Christmas present.
Oh.
I'm like, what would you give 2 women for Christmas? A chainsaw.
Well, I'd love a chainsaw. The Echo.
If I can get it working. Yeah, you got an Echo?
I've got an Echo.
My favorite, I like Echo or Stihl, that's it.
I hauled it all the way to Florida and back. Nobody worked on it for me.
I bet I can get Johnny to work on it. You give me your Echo,
what?
and I'll take my Husqvarna, and I'll tell him they're both mine.
I do not want it to be worked on by Sean or somebody else, so I would not leave it there. I brought it back. Yeah, I'm looking for more sandy spots around the edge. I have been out here in probably once last summer and none this year.
And when you go out, you go by yourself?
Yeah.
Yeah, you need to invite me up here.
I don't video, I just paddle.
Okay, well, I'm a tourist. This is conclusion of part 1. We have not tipped over yet. Please stay tuned for part 2.